Hello everybody, I wanted to come to you today with some announcements and maybe some clarifications along the way as we get ready to reopen our children's classes starting September 20th, as well as just expand some of our other Bible class offerings for the week. So first off, I wanted to let everyone know that Dan will be continuing to teach his Psalms class in the auditorium, while Dustin will begin teaching a class on Nehemiah in the fellowship hall. Now, both of those are still open to all ages, so whether you're married, single, young at heart, whatever the case may be, maybe you still want to have Bible class as a family, sitting all together. That is perfectly fine in both of those two spaces, and they're available to you, so whether you want to study the Psalms or Nehemiah. If you have any teenagers in your family, we are going to have our teen class. They're going to be meeting in 202 East. That is the upper floor of our East Wing. Typically, that's where our young adults meet, and you'll know in a minute why they are not meeting in the teen room. We'll go over that in a second. But the teens will come there to the East Wing, go upstairs, and they'll have class there taught by Craig and April Wisner. Now, for our children, I released a video earlier this week that kind of walked through how to get to some of those spaces. We'll put links in that you can get to if you want to go back and watch that video again or need directions to it for the first time. But as a quick reminder, our preschool and kindergarten kiddos are going to be headed upstairs to where the children's worship room, the Wednesday night Bible classroom, all of that, it's been opened up, and they're going to have class there in the upstairs of our North Wing, while our 1st through 5th graders will have a combined class downstairs in the youth group room. So that's why the youth group are meeting in a different place. We needed that big space to help our kids spread out for their Bible classes. Just remember, be looking for all the signs and the arrows that are going to help point you to those classes. The main thing to remember is if you go to the hallway where the women's restroom is, it's got that clock next to the entry, and you head down that hallway. If you look at the staircase, there's going to be signs and arrows pointing you to both of those classrooms, be it for the younger preschool and kindergarten class or the 1st through 5th grade class. Both of these, actually all of these classes, will be starting about 5 minutes after worship finishes. So worship will wrap up, then we will have a bell 5 minutes later to let us know that it's time for class to begin. That way then we can hopefully make the most of the 20 minutes that we have available for class at this time. Now, children's classes will have a temperature check as they come into the classes. So we ask that you just be aware of that. Go ahead, head down to the classroom. But if you need to make any bathroom breaks, again, so that we can make the most of that 20 minutes, go ahead, take the bathroom breaks before you come to class. Parents, please accompany your children to class, no matter what their age may be, as far as in our children's wing. Now, our preschool and kindergarten class, at this time, and it's subject to change, but at this time, we ask that one parent per family go ahead and stick around in class with your child, okay? That's for the preschool and kindergarten class. For our 1st through 5th grade class, we just need a parent to bring the child down, drop them off. If you want to stay, you're more than welcome. You would be very welcome to stay in class with your child, but you're not required to for our 1st through 5th graders. We do ask then at the end of class you come pick them up as well. Now, in the classrooms, like I said, we're making use of our 2 largest spaces for these classes. We've got some designated spaces to allow them to space out around the room, giving plenty of room for us to get up and move during the lesson, but also stay and kind of have those designated spacings around the room. We're going to be singing, we're going to be watching videos, we're going to be discussing a lesson, and those lessons, in case you're curious, we're going to be starting in the wanderings in the wilderness, so after they've crossed the Red Sea, and then over the next couple months, we're going to move through the entry into the Promised Land and then the book of Judges. Now, as I've said several times, our class will be 20 minutes long, and at the end of that 20 minutes, we're going to have another bell ring so that everyone's aware that it's time to wrap things up. Some of the parents, if you're with the younger kids, you're already there. You can head out and do as you please. If you have a child in the 1st through 5th grade, that will be the time for you to come and pick them up. Now again, this is our beginning point for this expanded class offering and beginning our children's classes after the long break that we've had. So know that we are starting here. I've got a lot of different plans for how to expand, build out, build upon some good things. So I just ask that you communicate with us as much and as often as possible. If it's something really good that's been happening, let me know. I'd love to pass along the kudos to a teacher or a parent or whoever it was that encouragement needs to go to. And it may help us to decide what direction we go with our classes as we expand or build upon them in the future. If you have any concerns, same thing. Please let me know as soon as possible. I can't address things if I don't know about them. And if I know about them sooner rather than later, hopefully we can take care of as many problems that may arise. Know that your ministry staff, your eldership, we are prayerfully considering all of these steps that we're taking moving forward. We hope that we are going to be providing beneficial and spiritually uplifting and nourishing times of Bible study. So again, know that this is our starting point. It's not our ending point, and we're going to be making lots of adjustments along the way. One final thing, if you and your family still are unable to join us in person, know that we still provide a large variety of online or paper materials that we can provide to you in your home. So if that's something that you need help with, you need access to, just contact the church office, call me, grab one of the elders, whatever the case may be, and we would love to help you out with those things as we continue to spiritually grow no matter what time and season we are in. Thanks again for watching. Again, if you've got further questions, contact us as soon as possible, and we look forward to seeing you on September 20th as we start to provide this expanded offering of Bible classes.